We have reports from Miller's Grove in New Jersey. At approximately 6 a.m. this morning, local time, an object that astronomers have been tracking from Mars has landed in Mr. Orson's cow field.
Hey everybody, Old Man Alchemist back with another raw and wiggling episode in our playthrough of Aether and Iron. Alright, we got some stuff one needs to do. We gotta go to the garage and change out some stuff that we have. I want to give Crest the flamethrower. I want to give Gia the this guy. He has projectile damage. I want to give Crest this flamethrower. I want to give Gia the mine laying thing. These guys really don't do too much, but the mine laying item applies projectile vulnerability. Now, I would love to get this also for Crest. Because his heavy guns, and I'd love to be able to get a another machine gun for Luca. But I just want to go through and make sure nobody has anything to say before we go to the garage and switch out stuff and then head out into the cruel, mean world. Let's just...
In the comics, the cops always have photos of the dastardly perps they're chasing pinned to a corkboard. Here, the hunters aren't lawmen, and the targets aren't slab-jawed gangsters with names like Jimmy the Shark. They're the actual barons of our own city.
Okay, he's got plenty of stuff, so let's go down the line.
From what I've heard, Dreamland and Nation's Crusade aren't usually friendly neighbors.
You got that right. Rivalry's been going on ever since they set up a mission on our doorstep.
Doesn't sound like you got much rancor for them, though. Lucas shrugs, a giant unbothered by a passing fly.
They look after people, not just the ones with the deepest pockets. I respect them for that. Doesn't mean I'm ready to pack my bag. Dreamland's got its share of problems. Trading them for someone else's won't make me happier. And unlike Nation's Crusade, Dreamland doesn't judge a man for having a night out.
How is Dreamland?
Without Marm in the picture, I imagine things back home are looking different.
The Does aren't the only one rebuilding their lives. The community caught the brunt of her expansions. Now, they've got breathing room to recover. We're racking up over time to fix what she did.
And Diane?
We talked things over before I left. I floated leaving town, seeing the rest of the Lowers. She told me she'd start tying up loose ends so we could leave on a fresh slate. Diane's given up a lot for me to hang around feeling sorry for myself. When we're done here, I'd like to make it up to her.
All right, about your relationship with Diane.
You and Diane. You two have been together a while, right? Tell me a bit about it. He grunts, but he doesn't tell me to drop it.
First time we met was at a party. I was a tongue-tied shrimp. She was a knockout.
Love at first sight?
Nah, I just chased off her scumbag ex. He got some hits in, so I was feeling lightheaded at the time, but she made it feel worth it.
Lucas smiles. It might not have been love at first sight, but it had been the initial spark in the engine.
Diane's been there for a lot. My boxing career, me and Marco, and what I did after. We got into fights about it, you know?
Really? Looking at you two interact, it's hard to believe.
No relationship's perfect. She stood by me, but it didn't mean she didn't sometimes resent me. I did my time, then chose to throw myself into doing what Marco would have done. I don't think she minded sticking around the hall, but I picked my brother's dream over making one for us. That's gotta change.
How are you holding up?
Settling in all right, big guy?
Not my first time away from home for a job. And from the sounds of it, I won't be sitting on these mitts for long. The Well, Nation's Crusade, Trust. The underground planning on taking the whole damn city?
Look, I didn't ask you to take on a secret society. If you're having second thoughts, it's not too late to catch the ferry back home.
Nah, you had my back at the docks. You stopped Mom. It's time I repay the favor. See ya.
All right, let's see what Sophie has to say, if
Yes,
anything.
darling?
Nation's Crusade.
I heard Dreamland's had its share of skirmishes with Nation's Crusade in the past. What's your take on them?
Oh, darling. We could spend an evening on it, and it would barely scratch the surface.
Humor me.
Well, if you insist. They are moralizing, teetotaling dullards. And the missionaries are always so tedious to deal with.
That bad, huh? I'll bet if I asked a Nation's Crusader, they'd give a similar assessment about you folk.
I have no doubt. After all, Dreamland is built on vice. Everything your heart desires is available to buy or sell, and moral judgment is so tacky. Needless to say, they detest us.
And how are things going in Dreamland?
Marm might have been the one at the top, but you were the Doe's leader. You think Dreamland can handle itself without you?
As well as can be expected. Dreamland started with Marm, and her beloved Does ran her off. Once the shock passes, I'm sure we'll suddenly find angry loyalists, nostalgic for her tender care.
And then what? Dreamland gets another coup to put Marm back?
I doubt it. Mar may make things difficult for us from a distance, but she's far less persuasive over the phone. There will be costs, but it's nothing we can't handle. In the meantime, I've instructed my people to focus on recovery. Make donations, cede territory, monitor the Does, and ensure Winnie is cared for.
And how are you holding up?
A lot happened in Dreamland. How are you holding up?
Couldn't be better, considering the circumstances.
No regrets over leaving Dreamland to fend for itself?
We Does are used to running our own territory, and my people know how to run the ship. Honestly, being out here is doing me a favor. It saves me from all the planning and public relations and arguments.
Okay.
Ta.
Back already, huh?
How are you holding up, Cress?
We really pulled it off. The heist, outplaying Marm, almost doesn't feel real.
I thought so too first time I worked with the Underground. The job wasn't as big as Rob and Marm Weiss, but it still felt nice, being a part of something more.
My only regret about the heist is that I wasn't able to keep Luca and Cress in the fight through the entire thing. But we did win, so I guess that's what matters.
Yeah, it's one of the better jobs I've worked in a while. But I'm not one of their revolutionaries. I was just in it to get paid and get Nellie her Aether core so we can fix the well.
Whatever the reason, I'm glad we had you on board. Drive safe.
Ah, you're back.
Your involvement with the Underground?
How's an uppers movie star go from whining and dining celebs to running a lowers rebellion?
Would you believe the movies inspired me?
No.
That's it? You played enough pretend revolutionaries you decided to be one for real?
Why not? I have more than enough money to fund a war chest and the drive to use it. Why not use it to fix this rotten town, eh?
A lot of celebs dabble in philanthropy. They usually stick to dropping donations and running charity balls without needing to step 1 foot in the trenches. I watch as the glib plating flakes off, revealing the fiery resolve underneath.
And? What good are those? The system's broken. Might toss it all down the well while I'm at it.
But you're sure fighting the Barons will fix it?
Oh, it's just the start. I look at the people we're helping, and you know who I see. My parents. Good people. Fled to this country to escape violence. only to face the same hatred here. The underground might be small now, but we fight the fight others can't. Better than getting fat off caviar, I say.
Your relationship with Sam?
So what's the story between you and Sam? I know the Undercity League's got some pull around the city, but I doubt that usually includes movie stars.
Luck, I suppose. Old Iron Hand helped me out of a scrap back in the early days. Sorted out some trouble between me and the Poppers.
Poppers? What the hell did you do to piss them off?
Needed a spot to hide, I'm afraid. I was running supplies to a budding resistance group when the shooting started. Ducked into an Aether tunnel before they took my head off.
And you got lost. He smiles, as innocent as a wolf idling near a field of sheep.
I'd heard rumors of Aetherians fighting the fight. Bypassing terriers, smuggling resources, rolling back years added to contracts, etc. Thought I'd see if they'd like to chat. Took a few meetings before Ironhand was willing to let slip that he was one of them. After that, we were as close as houses on fire. Arrivederci, darling.
Oh, hello.
Okay, he has nothing new to say.
All right, bye.
All right, let's go to the garage. First, let's go to Nellie's lab. Just see if she has anything for us.
How can I help?
How's the research coming?
How's Daisy coming along?
Oh, Gia! Come here! Come here! You have to see this.
The kid leads me to the device. I've seen Heights Tech in promo reels, but they always felt too fantastical to be real. In the face of the glowing blue tower, I'm forced to reevaluate my worldview.
Professor Gardner and I installed the Aether core as soon as we could. We've started tests to simulate Daisy's effects on the well, and the results so far align with our hypotheses. It's surprisingly simple. The well has an enormous gravitational force. Meanwhile, Daisy produces an opposing force, causing the particles to diffuse. This will weaken the well, causing it to shrink. Well, what do you think?
It's amazing, Principessa. You really did it.
Sounds like she got the hots for Nellie.
I leave her beaming brighter than all the gizmos in her lab, leaving me wondering if that's how I ever looked when Zio told me good job.
All right, look at this. Okay, we got a whole bunch of...
Came across this.
This is great! Exactly what I was needing. I think I can now finish this little side project I've been working on. I'll leave something for you in the steamer trunk when it's all done.
Think this can help?
I know exactly what to do with this. I think I can now finish this little side project I've been working on. I'll leave something for you in the steamer trunk when it's all done. Come back soon!
Steamer trunk. Okay, Nellie's lab. What does she have here? Expert repair kit. Well, we'll take that. I don't know what this boost. Gain the hastened status effect, reducing the cost of movement for 2 turns. Once per combat. Throw sludge. We don't want that. That's crap. Aether infuser. I guess this is an auxiliary part. Well, we'll see what she's got when we come back. Let's go to the garage. And, excellent. Now everybody is healed. Let's flatbed. We want to switch that out. put that in the flamethrower. I mean, in Cress's car. That's gonna let her just really. And the burn, I think it applies burning. I think that lasts for 1 or 2 rounds. Sprays a wide cone of flames behind the vehicle, damaging and applying burning to anyone caught in the flames. It doesn't say for how many rounds. It fire damage 3. But you know what? That usually lasts a little while. So one thing that I do want to go and see stabilize Aether beam, Aether damage, Aether damage, okay. Now we want to put that on. Now I want to see, hopefully that lady has hopefully she has some stuff. Let me see, what can I put anything? Yeah, I don't think I can get anything more on here, unfortunately. I want to get another gun here. That's what I want. I really don't want this. I want a machine gun. And it's got to be a heavy weapon too. So we need to go to our local fence and see if she has any machine guns. I hope she does. She's been really disappointing lately, I have to say. Yeah, what is this? This is a rifle. Oh, look at this. Powerhouse at plus 13. Plus 4 weight. Wow. Plus 10, plus 10. We want a machine gun for Luca's thing. That's what we want. Okay. Yeah, I don't want that either. I thought that was gonna be good. Oh, but this is a light machine gun. I need a heavy machine gun, is what I need.
Back so soon.
I gotta talk to her. I need to go to the, place. And talk to that professor, because you know there's something fishy about that dude. That's a +4 weight. That's +10. Man, I would really like to get that +10 action points. But this is +3. I might be able to get that for, and this is +12. But that's +4. And that's +4. Might be good to give this to Luca. But right now, what we really want okay. I'd really like, but that's +4. I don't think I can carry that weight in Gia's car. This is a +10, but it's +3.
Take your time, but do not linger.
Okay, we're gonna meet her in the
Don't be a stranger.
in the bar. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know why the bloody thing doesn't show you what you've got to go to the garage to see what you've got equipped. Which, yeah, that's... Alright, I've got to go find out what I have, what Gia can hold. I know she can hold one more. This guy, oh, this is a +3 already. And she's got one more, so she can do that +4. That's really going to give her some action points. And, let's... Well, I think I have to wait for it to, okay, so what does Luca have? He's already got +10. I guess we can get the +12 and there's a +13. But he has +10 already. And I think it's more important to get the machine gun than it is another engine for him. But for Gia, yeah, let's go ahead and get the, Crest still has nothing. I guess I could sell items to Crest. I don't know, can I? I'll try and see what happens. Maybe we get a better price with Crest, which is gonna make me cry because I've been selling stuff to everybody but her. Okay, this is +4. We have a one thing, so we should be able to do this. This is +10. This is +12. But like I said, I think getting the gun is much more important. Oh yes. Okay. Oh, damn. Wait, no. Let's see. Can we sell this to Crest? That's what we want to find out. No, it says scrap. Oh, you can scrap it? Okay, so it's gonna give me 80. Oh, so that's what you do with Cress. Okay. Well, you know what? Now that I know, I could have spent a lot less money on stuff. Aether core. Okay, Nellie needs this. Why do we still have... We have an Aether core. Yeah, I'm a little confused right now. But you know what? Let's just go see maybe inside the root cellar. Let's see. Here's Tahana. Let's see what Nellie says. No, there's
Let me know
nothing
if there's
going.
anything I can do to help.
Back so
What does
soon.
she have to say? Let's dig deeper into her past.
Every time we chat, I learn something interesting about your past. Any new tidbits to share?
Sharing goes two ways, you know. You have information I do not. And as you say, our ledger is not balanced. You owe me.
Okay then. What do you want to know?
In this work, we are careful not to leave a trail behind us. Yes? There are always traces. Signs in the dirt. Ways you can tell business has been conducted. But there is one group who never, ever leaves traces.
You mean the Trust.
What do you know of them?
Probably less than you do. Some shadowy group of ghouls pulling the city's strings, right? A shadow falls across Tiana's face, framing her sharp features in stark contrast, like a portrait whose color has been leached off the canvas.
Stories, Giovanna, have power in them. Even in myth and legend and lies, there is truth. There are forces at play in the world we dare not imagine.
Come on. You trying to scare me?
Yes. If you learn anything more, let me know. And please be careful.
What do you think about Nation's Crusade?
You do much business in Nation's Crusade?
Anywhere there is demand, I provide supply. This woman in charge there, she has created a great deal of demand. I would be foolish not to capitalize.
Demand for what?
Come now, Giovanna. Let's not be prudish. We've both given confession before. No?
Can't remember the last time.
Whatever sort of pleasures you may have shamefully admitted to in the dark of that wooden booth likely have much in common with the things I provide for Nation's Crusade.
Okay, now that's a good piece of information to have because these people are uptight, so we can use it as blackmail.
Stealing comics off a dime store shelf? Tiana's laugh is beautiful, as much for its rarity as its plush velvet tones.
Okay, well,
Don't be a stranger.
what does the old man have to say? We talked to Sophie, we talked to her.
Cress sits near the radio, staring dead-eyed off into some corner of the bar, listening intently to the voice desperately escaping its wicker cage.
We have reports from Miller's Grove in New Jersey. At approximately 6 a.m. this morning, local time, an object that astronomers have been tracking from Mars has landed in Mr. Orson's cow field.
Just in time, Gia. The world's ending. Just serve yourself. It's all on the house. I'm just gonna go lie down.
Oh, stop that. It most certainly is not. You would have known from proper sources, not this. It's some big juvenile prank, that's all.
Orson Welles, War of the World. Nice nod, guys.
What's going on?
Thomas, Alistair, all of you.
We can see it now. A shape coming out of the crater. What's that? It's carrying a small mirror. A jet of fire just sprung from the mirror. Dear God! It struck the approaching men, turning them into flame!
The wave of static amplifies the last words from the voice on the radio. Even Alistair starts to look concerned while hiding behind one of his books.
I assure you there are no such things as Martians. If there were, I know a handful of organizations that would have found proof.
Come on, Professor. There could be life. Schiaparelli's canals on Mars may have been disproven, but there's water in the polar caps and an atmosphere.
What's going on?
What's going on, Cress?
The broadcast started a little while ago. An astronomer named Dr. Verne had been observing strange things coming from Mars.
As in Jules Verne?
And this guy is a legitimate astronomer?
He most certainly is not.
I haven't heard of him or read any of his work, but free home archives aren't always the most up-to-date.
Let's listen.
I see Thomas's feet sticking out from behind the bar. He believes it. Or he could just be going along with the joke. Mars can't really be attacking.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just received word from General Hammond. He is pulling back his forces. Wires from San Francisco, London, Cairo, and Jakarta. The Martians have begun a planet-wide...
I have to make a few calls. Thomas, do you have a phone? No, don't get up. I'll find it.
Quiet, all of you. I need to listen.
For those of you at home, please, we are receiving word that we may soon have to go off the air. It's New York. New York is under attack in what survivors say is a fireball that fills the sky.
Ah, see? Just one of those radio stories. They play all the time down on the docks to pass the time.
Good. I'm glad that's settled. There are no such things as Martians. You can come out, Thomas. If New York was under attack, we'd know about it.
Thomas begins to rise from behind the bar when a small island tremor, something felt at least a dozen times a day, sends him back down.
Ask Cress about Mars.
You really think there could be life on Mars, Cress?
Millions of stars. And we're the only planet with something. I don't buy it. We got 2 planets in our solar system alone that could support life. Also, it can't just be us.
And where are these others? These aliens flying around in their saucers and ships?
We have with us a Dr. Carter who has investigated the wreck. Doctor, please tell us what you have concluded about the smooth surface of the object. Are you sure it traveled from Mars?
Cress stays silent, listening to the broadcast and tuning Gardner out entirely. I find a seat and lean in, throwing Gardner a slight grin and an eye roll. Come off it, Professor. How long did it take for us to fly this high? How long before we're flying around the galaxy in our own ships?
All right, you have me there. Who knows? Perhaps we will all be living on Mars with some strange alien neighbor before too long.
That doesn't seem too far-fetched. We're neighbors already, and I don't find you too strange. Even Gardner gives a faint smile as snorts and chortles pop up around the root cellar, like spring flowers in a thawing soil.
It was not by man's power that those great Martian machines fell, but by the work of humble and invisible attackers that God in his wisdom placed upon this green earth.
Okay, yeah, that was cute. That was nice. Let's see. We still... Old man.
Hey.
Is passed?
We've gotten to know one another pretty well, right?
Oh, so, miss. As those things go.
I think it's time you told me what happened. What's this big secret you're always carrying around like a sack of flour? It's weighing you down, Mr. Throg. A bolt of suspicion cuts through his clouded eyes. He looks at me hard, gauging me like I'm a troubling pink glaze on the horizon he ought to steer clear from.
Not a pretty story.
They never are. Throg's eyes narrow, and he seems to conclude it's better to tear the bandage off the wound and get it over with.
Ferry accident. Way back, mind. Before your time. My fault. Terrible. A lot of folks hurt.
That's awful.
City took my stripes. Ella May, she left. No work anymore, except down here, where people don't ask questions.
Like the questions I'm asking, huh?
Usually.
I put a hand on his arm, and he flinches instinctively, like a wounded old hound. I keep my voice soft to show the old man my gratitude. For what it's worth, you're the best captain I ever sailed with.
Nation's Crusade.
You make many trips over to Nation's Crusade?
Plenty of folk making the trip. Pilgrims, I suppose.
It's not all one way, is it? There must be people looking to leave.
What makes you say that?
The Axe is cracking down on all kinds of things. Life's hard out there. He looks at me as though I were a child, not with condescension, but with a wistful awe at the innocence of youth.
Hard everywhere, miss. That's life. Bye now.
All right, and Gardner.
Miss Randazzo, a word, please.
Depends. What's it about?
Nothing serious, except, well, it's about your friend, Miss Salter. I can't help but notice she seems to be in a slump.
He subtly gestures with his cane. As usual, Sophie's looking as polished as a gilded fountain, but imperfections float to the surface. A long nursed drink sits at her elbow, and one of her curls droops downward. Any idea what's got her down?
She resembles some colleagues of mine. We leave much to come to the heights. And even when you've been given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, it doesn't make you miss your old life less.
She's homesick.
Usually I'd offer to check up on her, but I believe Miss Salter would better appreciate hearing it from someone she's closer to.
Gardner totters off, leaving me with my thoughts. Each one swirls back to the uncharacteristically quiet doe. After what went down in Dreamland, maybe Sophie could use something to cheer her up. The whole short expensive jewelry and slices of bee sting cake, but I'm sure I can scrounge up something to her taste.
Okay.
I'm getting something to cheer Sophie up. I know you two aren't too friendly, but if you got a nickel to spare...
She's loaded. You'd need something special to impress her.
It's a gift. I'd like to believe she'll appreciate the sentiment, even if it's not bottles of champagne.
All right, here. If you haven't decided what to get her, the does all drink Melita Cafe. Don't tell her I told you.
Apollo.
Doing a collection to get a gift for Sophie. Think you can spare a few bucks from your latest stack of residuals?
A gift, eh? What's the occasion?
Something to cheer her up. Still thinking about what to get her.
Well, Sophie's no stranger to gifts from would-be admirers. Breaks the hearts of every one of them. But she seemed rather fond of the knife she got.
Sam.
I'm getting something to cheer up Sophie. Want in?
Of course. I thought she seemed less like herself. Fortunately, I see she has a good friend looking after her.
She's had a hard time. I'm just trying to help out. I haven't even decided what to get her yet.
I admit, I've never been skilled at picking gifts either. My wife encourages I stick to vouchers. It may lack a personal touch, but it also avoids giving something unwanted.
Cress.
Hey, Cress. Sophie seems homesick. Got anything to help out?
If it's a group gift, sure. It won't be much, but I can pitch in. What were you thinking of getting her?
Still deciding. Any suggestions?
Posters of home. They're easy to carry, and shouldn't be hard to find for Dreamland. They fly our ads all over the lowers.
All right, what can we get her? It's either the knife or the 5. Well, it doesn't ask anybody else for me to have anybody else for me to ask, so. I think I'll get a coffee.
Collection in hand, I pop into Pier 6 and walk back to the root cellar with a modestly wrapped can of Melita Cafe. Sophie's eyes light up like a ray of sun on water as I place it on the counter.
What's this?
A gift. It's for you.
How sweet. And it isn't even my birthday.
Then think of it as an early birthday present. You seem like you've been a little down since we left Dreamland. I thought this might help.
Are you implying I'm homesick? Really, darling. Dreamland's only a ferry ride away.
Yeah, but you can't go home anytime soon, can you? My words strain through her facade like poison to her ear. She slowly exhales.
No, I'm afraid not. There's the business with the well, of course, but I also betrayed Marm. It'll be some time and distance before grudges fade, and I no longer have to check for bombs.
Okay, so now we're getting to the truth of things. About your homesickness.
You got people who hate you for saving them, but you still miss it?
Oh, I've always been loathed. Even when I was a dirty child, cutting purses.
But they weren't planning bombs in your car or arranging shootings back then.
Fortunately, no, but I'm used to dealing with danger. I dealt with it when I was heir, and becoming Baron would have only made me a more appealing target.
So what's there to miss, exactly?
Quite simply, it's home. And no home's without its dirty laundry. For every threat, there's a light. An opportunity or a game to be played. Even if it was with my sisters.
I might never have rammed cars with my siblings for a laugh, but I recognize that sigh. A wistful longing for simpler times past.
Okay, open your gift.
You going to open that now, or wait till your birthday?
Oh, so impatient. Has anyone ever told you to savor the anticipation?
She leaves me to wait a beat longer before she tears into it.
Melita Cafe! My, this is a surprise.
Heard it was the Dough's preferred brand.
It is. I imagine we single-handedly keep them in business. And not just because of the discounts. Trust me, when you try a cup... How about I brew us a pot?
Okay. Well, you know what? We're going on to 40 minutes with this, so we're going to call this episode Homesick. And when we come back, I guess we're going to start an evening in the garden. But for now, we're going to end this one here. Hey guys, if you've been enjoying our playthrough and want to stay abreast of everything we're doing on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Do me a great favor, crush that like button also, and finally, leave me some comments. Let me know what you're playing, what you're looking forward to, or just what's going on with you. Until next time, this is Old Man Alchemist saying stay cool and peace.